Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas. I know I'm 4 days old early. Hello, Yoakum. And I got my socks on. Let's see. I I got my socks on. People, I'm going to talk just at the beginning here about two things. Is Sergeant Tom Higdon, Hidgon. And I showed you the video, I think it was last night. There's no audio in either Higdon or the two officers. There was, but I watched it again and again and again. And you look at those two videos together, it don't look like it's in the same area where they shot this guy in the back. That's one thing, you know. You did you didn't hear the audio of the radios. I know they got the earbuds in, but you didn't hear the audio. But Clark County Sheriff's Department is good for cutting audio out and deleting videos. That's a fact. When those girls that was in the Clark County jail under Jamie Noe, they erased some videos. You know, there's more to the story, but I wish I could bring you more, but I can't do it on my cell phone. There's more videos out there and more things that I like to bring you, but I can't do it on. Hello, Susan. Hello, Dip guy. Dip, how you doing? Susan Anderson. Well, I went to school with a person with your last name. His name was Tom, who was a police officer. Hello, Cat. How you doing? I love kitty cats. Have you seen some of my videos? Well, there ain't none up here tonight as usual. Dip guy. Yeah, I got Dip in right now. And the second thing, you heard me mention his name, Jamie Noe, the ex-sheriff in Clark County, Indiana, who got 12 to 15 years, and I'm doing fine. I wish I could do better. It's getting close to Christmas. 4 days until Christmas. Christmas is not the same for me because Mom and Dad's not here. Dad died in 92. Yeah. Well, I guess Jimmy Noe is a bully, a thief, and all that, but I saw some stuff that I don't know, I feel bad for myself too, but I keep living for your people here on YouTube. Let's get back to Jamie Noe. Before he came the sheriff of Clark County, he had 20 years at the Indiana State Police. He gets a pension from them. Two. And two, he gets a pension. He gets a pension from the sheriff's department. Here's the thing. he's a convicted felon. Well, I'm using my cell phone. I'm using my cell phone. And got YouTube downloaded on it before I was using Prison Live Studio. And when my new computer that I got in February, before that broke, and HP won't fix it, Amazon won't do nothing, this and that, and the third party people, PC Online, won't fix it. You know, there's more things I want to do to bring it to you. I can't do it on my cell phone. That's the bad part about it. Well, I'm feeling good. I took my medicine after I got out of the bathtub. I stopped one medicine. I take so many medicines that I look them up on my cell phone. I take, I think, 2 or 3 medicines for diabetes. I stopped my metformin. I stopped that, but I take the other medicine, blood pressure medicine, my pain medicine for my arthritis, cholesterol, and I can't remember half of them. And people sent me screenshots and shows that since he's a convicted felon, 67. Okay, how about 69? Okay, that's getting too... Hello, Mia. How you doing? Welcome back, because I remember the name. And I had people ask me what they're going to do about his county pension. Well, who controls that to see if he gets his pension or not? It's Scotty Maples, the a-hole sheriff that we got now. He ain't no leader. And the merit board, he appoints. The sheriff always appoints the merit board, his people. But since Jamie Knoll owes over $3 million that he stole from the taxpayers of Clark County, the Utica Fire Department, New Chapel Ambulance Service, his brother estate, and the jail commissary fund, and the people of Clark County. They can garnish his wages. Hello, Irvin. Welcome. Hello, Jacob. I hope your father's doing better. Who you talking about? Hey, there's some things that I can do, and there's some things I can't do. I watch a whole lot of YouTubes, even on my cell phone or my smart TV. You know, I'm learning. I've been on your YouTube on this channel a year this month. I did upload other videos. One on my pickup truck that I've wrecked, and ham radio, and all this. But there's more I want to do, people. I can't do it on myself. I don't know why I can get closer. Is that better? Okay. You take it easy when you go see your father, and tell your father everybody on YouTube is praying for him. Hello, hidden. Sometimes I wish I get me magnifying glasses where I can bring everything in closer. And it's in the 20s now. I checked it, there's 20 something here in Indiana. And what makes me mad, no matter he's in jail, getting a pension from the people of Clark County, Indiana, using my tax dollars. Any people that lives in Clark County, using your tax dollars to pay a crook. So if I rob a bank, am I going to get paid on a retirement or whatever? That don't make no sense. You know, they plan to garnish his wages. That means they get his pension. I think the Indiana State Police is a little bit different, you know. But I didn't know he was even getting a pension from ISP, Indiana State Police Department. I didn't know he got a pension until today from them. But it don't seem he was on the state police for 20 years. The weather, it's been kind of cool. I fed the cats their dry cat food this morning, about 9 or 10 o'clock, somewhere in that time frame. And I gave them some warm milk. You know, I got a 2-quart pitcher. I fill it up with so much water and leave about 4 inches from the top. Then I put milk in it, and they get warm milk. And, you know, if I got the best cat food like Meow Mix or something, that cat food would be gone. But since I buy that multiple cat food, 44-pound bag, about $30 a bag at Tractor Supply. If you don't believe me, go to Tractor Supply and look at multiple cats. It's a white bag, 44-pound bag, about $30. And I feed 5 inside cats. Well, he's taking the garbage to his babies, but I thought grizzly bears, I thought when it gets cold they're sleeping. You know, I thought they go to sleep. That's what I've always heard. Just like raccoons in the wintertime. And groundhog, they hibernate for the winter. And the coyotes and foxes and I don't think we got any wolves around here. Coyotes, wolves. I haven't seen them for a while. I haven't seen the deer because I ain't got the extra money to put some corn out there for the deers that's in the back 40. But people, happy birthday if you're born today. Happy anniversary if you got married today. Yeah, I tried when I was younger. Well, that's nice. I tell you there, hi there, the Bo, Bofix. When I first bought this house about 8 years ago, that means I got about 20 more years to go. Hello, Joanne. I know it's cold. And I was pushing my mower. That's before I got that John Deere. It broke. Like every used lawnmower I get, it breaks down and all this. And I pushed the mower, and I only cut 10 minutes at a time because of my heart condition. And I'm glad I stopped, because I turned around, there was Daddy, Mama, and the baby deer. Like, they came down the hill walking like, we your neighbors, we back there in the, back in the back 40. And they let me know. I said, you can come closer. I'm not going to hurt you. And I waved at him. And it seemed like they seemed to understand. And what was it, last year? Or year before? I think it was last year. I can't remember. And I bought one. I went to Orscheln or Boomgard, whatever they call it. Got me one of those square, I guess, metal blocks and set it out there. I had deer walking down my driveway where I got my bird feeder, because the little birds take the big stuff out where the pigeons and stuff could get on the ground. The deer knew where that was. They walked right past me. I kind of reached my hand out. You can feel that, the skin, but it kind of looked at me, walked back to the back 40. Okay, Jacob, you take it easy. Thank you for coming up here tonight. Let everybody know how your dad's doing. And I know the operation that he had. Like I said, some people probably about a week in the hospital, no more than a week. And like appendix and gallbladder, they can bust. And it'll cause you more problems, especially appendix. It causes problems. But people, let's see, I said day's 21st. 4 days until Christmas. It's the time to give and help people out. I guess I didn't hit the lotto. I think there's 2 different states that had the Powerball last night. I'm not even going to check my ticket until I have to go to Charlestown, which I don't know when that's going to be. I got some business I got to take care of tomorrow. My grandson And, there's people this time of year, it is sad because they lost somebody in the family: dad, mom, brother, uncle, sister, aunt, grandpa. It's a sad time for them. It's a sad time. It's a sad time for me. And like I said, my dad died in 92. I still had mom, but it wasn't the same without dad being there. Besides my a-hole brother and his girlfriend or wife, I don't know. They was married, then they got a divorce, and all this. It's a sad time for me. Plus, my birthday's after Christmas. I've always got my birthday presents on Christmas. Dad said it was cheaper. All I got on my birthday was a birthday cake and ice cream. I think a birthday card with money in it. I think. I can't remember. Then mom died either 16 or 17 in February, a few days after her 101st birthday. Dad was a Mason. Mom was an Eastern Star. She was a grand organist in Indiana. And you saw in the background in one of my YouTube channels, maybe a week or so ago, my dad, my mom, and my daughter. That's when she was a grand organist of Indiana for Eastern Star. I hope everybody has a good Christmas. I wish I would have a good Christmas. But I'm not going to get anything for Christmas. I know a YouTuber sent me something, but Amazon screwed up. And I'm not going to the post office either until Friday or Saturday. So, that's okay. Hello, Matthew. Welcome. Merry Christmas. I know it's early. Thank you for joining me tonight, Matthew. Because you people here on YouTube, you keep this old man going. There's a bunch of other old people on here. We got nothing to do. Because we bored. We're on low income, around $900 a month, give or take a little. And our kids is not around. Grandkids, great-grandkids, stuff like that. Us old people try to give you good advice. How to treat your mate. To stay in school. And stuff like that. We try to help you out. We also try to teach you, like, I bought that LG stove a year ago this month. I told you all the problems we had with that stove. Then the rotary tiller I bought, all the problems I had with it. And Troy built riding lawnmower, all the problems I had with that. And the laptop computer, the HP computer that I got from Amazon in February of this year, and the third party with PC Online. I'm not lying to you. about PC Online. And stay away from PC Online about computers. Go to go to your search engine, type in PC Online, and you will see way over maybe 150, 200 complaints when they turn them into the BBB, the Better Business Bureau. And like I said, I got my laptop in February. And about 60 days later, McPhee kept popping up. You computer smart people know what I'm talking about. To get out of programs, you exit out or you hit the escape button. But on McPhee, you couldn't do that. And I've been told by people who works on computers, that does stuff, that knows what they done, I kind of got hijacked. They wanted me to buy McPhee. I had another program on there. I've done that about 20 times, hitting apply, then I X out of it. And finally, it shut my computer down. And HP won't fix it. It's under warranty. But what PC Online done to me, people, they upgraded it. It was 1 gigabyte of hard. Okay, go to bed. You got to help your dad out. Everybody, you got to help your parents out. Because that way you can teach your kids when you get married. I guess school might get out tomorrow. I don't know when school gets out here. I can't. Like, we used to get out, like, welcome, Cat. I should call you Cat Baloo. Cat Baloo had Lee Marvin, and I can't remember who else was in it. And I try to teach you all, do your research on anything you buy. Like that LG ThinQ with electric stove. It didn't work. It took 2 weeks to get a replacement. And the guy that brought it showed me how everything works. Set the clock and all this. Alex, you got to move. You got my feet on the edge of the bed. And about 30 days after I got that one, it quit. And thanks to you YouTubers, you called LG because I gave you the reference number that they gave me. Then I gave you the president numbers they had. And I tell you people, if you don't know that these smart appliances like ice boxes, dishwasher, electric stoves, TVs, it's just like computers and cell phones. They have to be updated. That's what was wrong with my stove. You see number scroll across the thing on the stove, like say 7080 or 8090 or something like that. You know, like they trying to figure out, LG know there's a problem with their LG ThinQ stoves. And because I looked it up on the internet about LG stoves. I bought it from Home Depot. It's not Home Depot's fault. They didn't make a LG stove. LG did. So that's why I'm on here to try to help you younger people out, give you ideas to use your brains to help out. You know, you young people that's on here, you help me understand on computers. Well, something like that. I uploaded a few videos, but I never did go live on YouTube until a year ago this month. But I've uploaded videos. I've done one on a ham radio, ICOM 80 something. So, man, I got to scoot you more, Alex. Scoot! Scoot your butt over. I don't like my feet on the edge. People, that's funny. I get in the middle of my bed when I go to sleep. I wake up almost on the floor. Them kitty cats get so close to me, they scoot me off almost to the floor every night. Sometimes I wish they had something like a hospital bed where you can pull the racks up, then you won't fall out of the bed. I done fell out of this bed once. But the reason I got on here, God talked to me. God talked to me. Plus, I've been watching videos on YouTube. You know, I could use the money. But I'm not young anymore. All you YouTube people is on here. You got good video content. You know, I'm old. I'm on a fixed income. Make a house payment. I can't get out and drive around like some people. How old am I? I'm 70 plus. I'm 70 plus. You know, I don't tell my exact age because and I'm single. Single, divorced. I've been divorced for probably 20 years, something like that. I own my own house. I've been in this house about 8 years. I think I got about 20 more years to pay on it. I think that's what it was, 28 years. Either 28 years or 38 years. I can't remember. I'm thinking it's 28 years that I'm paying on this house. And when they take my payment out of my account, some of it goes into an escrow account, and the rest of it goes into the house payment. The escrow account, it pays my homeowner's insurance and my property taxes. I guess my property taxes is, say, $180 a year, I think. But my homeowner's insurance for next year is $2,000. That means my house payment will go up. My house payment went up this year because the taxes went up. Now my house payment will go up because my homeowner's insurance went from $1,500 to $2,000 a year. And I'm going to, oh, you named Bob? Okay. Bob is a good name, but to me, I don't like Bob because it's my a-hole brother's name. You know, he's an a-hole. He stole from me, stole from my mom, and stuff like that. So it's not you, but I think of my brother and what my brother did to my mom and to me. Stole from me. Stole from our mom. Stole the insurance policy that mom and dad left me, my sister, and him. There was 3 different life insurance policies, and he stole all of them. He stole the house, and the way it was in the will, that whoever affords to buy the house has to buy the other 2 people out. Nope. Nope, he didn't go to jail. His lawyers don't cost him anything. It cost me money for a lawyer. It costs your money for a lawyer. Him, it don't cost him anything. He retired from Ford Motor Company. If you work for Ford, Chevy, GMC, or Dodge, or Chrysler, you don't pay for your lawyers, even after you retire. I think when people retire from places like that, you should pay 50% of the lawyer fee. That's what I'm thinking. But the unions will hate me for saying that, but that's what I would say. But my brother will get what's coming to him. People, karma is the B word. Plus, God will take care of them. You know, my brother owes me over $90,000. I never will see that. I never see that. David Lisa Leslie. I just, Bob, it upsets me, especially Christmas time. But that's one thing I want to teach you people, because what my brother did to me and other people, it happens to them. If you've been watching the news, the YouTube, Facebook, X, places like that about the ex-sheriff, Jamie Noe of Clark. How much money do I have? Right now, probably... Well, the only way I get donations either through PayPal, Cash App, or my post office box. Let's see if I can remember my PayPal. Well, you go back in the description, people. It has everything in my description. I think my PayPal is Thomas Cartwright Sr. That's my PayPal account. My Cash App is the $ Tom Cartwright 4375. Cartwright is spelled CartWright. And my post office box is Post Office Box 1, Charlestown, Indiana, zip code 47111. Well, my name on top of it. That's my post office box. And until I get my 1,000+ subscribers, my 4,000 watch hours, whatever it is, I don't get monetized. I'm getting close to the 1,000 subscribers. I'm thinking about 250 away from the 1,000 subscribers. I'm not going to get 250 subscribers in 4 days, because I was hoping to get it by Christmas. People, when I get any super chats, I'm telling you what I would do with it. I got my kitty cats, I take care of, plus the bird feeder and the deer I feed. I need to put a new roof on my house, which I want a metal roof. You know what's all in detail of putting a metal roof on. I was hoping I could get a new laptop for Christmas, but that's not going to happen. But Christmas is still 4 days away, and I tell you, people, I had 4 heart attacks, high blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, and back problems. And a riding lawnmower or a zero turn is better, because it's about 60 inches, and I got about an acre of ground. When I had a person come over, use his zero turn, it took him about 15 to 20 minutes to cut my 1 acre of grass. That's what I want to do. I want to use that money when I get monetized for my kitty cats, plus my outside cats, fix my house up, which this house was built in the 40s, if I remember right, in the 40s. It's pretty well insulated. It got double pane windows. That's good. The insulation's pretty good. If you people knows about heat pumps / air conditioning, I heard stories about heat pumps that people bills be $500 to $1,000 or more a month in the wintertime. Knock on wood, people. My electric bill in about the 8 years I've been here never been over $200, because I keep it about 68, 69 degrees in the house, because if it gets too hot, I can't breathe, or I start sweating. So I keep it about 68 degrees. Ladies, you all know that I keep my temperature about 68 degrees in the house. And so far, since I bought this house, I have replaced the hot water heater, the electric and washer, the ice box, the electric stove. Everything's new in the last 8 years. When I talk about my hot water heater, I had home warranty. That's one thing I want you all to be careful about, these home warranties they advertise on TV. or you get in the U.S. mail. Same as car warranties. Before you get a car warranty, you got your favorite mechanic. I would ask your mechanic before you get car warranty or van or vehicle warranty. I would ask your mechanic how good they are or what kind of warranty is good for you. You like home warranty. The hot water, all I had to pay for supposedly, listen, is when the repair person came out to check my hot water heater. That was $78. And went around with this home warranty service. I can't remember. I know it had something about home in it. That's all I can remember. And they said it was still good. The warranty was still good on it. The warranty ran out after I bought the house on the hot water heater. It was over 10 years old, so it done stopped. And they want to charge me $300, 300 and something. I said, I ain't got the money. That's why I got this home warranty. So people, I want you all to be careful on these home warranties. Like your homeowner's insurance, they know about home warranties. They probably can tell you the best home warranties. Really research your home warranties on the internet. The Better Business Bureau, the remarks or the stuff they said about the home warranty people. I want you all to be careful, not get taken advantage of. I canceled that after they screwed me on that home warranty. But I did pay $300 and something through my electric company, which is REMC. And I bought it through them. I still got to redo my closet, reframe it, because they had to take where my door was, and they had to take everything apart because the hot water heater wouldn't come out. And I was thinking about one of those tankless hot water heaters. But most of the ones I've seen was either LP or gas. Then I think they made some electric ones, but I get reading what you need to do in your breaker box. I don't think I had room to put the breakers that I need for an electric tankless hot water heater. It's nice. You never run out of hot water heater. Because my hot water heater is right across from the bathroom. About 15 or 20 feet going towards to the west from where my kitchen is. It takes a little bit longer to get hot water into the kitchen or to your washing machine. And why would I want a gas line coming down my driveway? I was thinking maybe if I get rich, I put an LP tank out there with one of those generators that you see advertised on TV in case the lights goes out. LP, that probably sucks the heck out of a LP tank. I don't know. I'm not that smart. People, I would love to get donations right now. My Cash App, I know what my Cash App is. It's the $ Tom Cartwright 4375. And I would go, if I had enough money, I would go to Best Buy tomorrow and buy me a new laptop. I would do that, but I can't afford any more payments. My house payment's almost up to $400. I think it's I'm going to say $375 a month. Thank you for the hearts. It's hard, people, for an old man who's retired, disabled, medical problems, the things that I can't do. And I had that's another thing I thought of to warn you people. You see advertisement on TV, those leaf filters. And leaf filters screwed me. That was maybe a year or so ago, this time of the year. Yeah, it was 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago because my son's mother been dead 2 years this month. So it was 2 years ago. They done me dirty. And I looked at those papers I signed. There's nothing about taking a loan out. When I signed the papers, I have read it. I've had other people look at the same people. It don't say nothing about taking a loan out. So you be careful, people, about those leaf filters. They've got other filters. You got the one that got like the curve on it. No, I stay away from them because you see it. It washes the leaves off, then it goes under, and it is still going your gut. But a leaf filter, they lied to me. Leaf filter did, people. I got trees. Like I say, you can go back where I've done outside videos. I got trees to the east, the north, the south, and the west. The wind comes out of the west. The wind can't get through all of those trees to blow the leaves off of those filters. That means you still have to climb that ladder, start pushing them off. Me at 70 plus years old, people, I got no business. Hello, 709. Okay, you probably got to do something. That's okay. Jacob had to leave. And his dad is doing better. He's doing better. Then Matthew was in there. He had to go to bed early because he got to get up in the morning and help his dad. I understand this, people. You got to help out your parents because after they're dead, it's too late. Listen to your parents. Listen to them. Remember, people, your mom and dad was young at one time. Your dad was a young kid. Your mom was a young lady. They know every trick in the book. Your dad knows everything that a boy would try to do to a girl. And know every trick in the book. The same thing as your mother. Your mother was young once. They know the tricks of the trade to get out of the house. And some kids said, you're dumb, you don't know what the blankety blank you're talking about, this and that. They was young once. Like I say, your mom and dad gets married and you all come along, then you get old enough to get married, and then you all have kids, you're going to be doing the same thing. Back when I was a kid, I'm talking about teenagers, their dad would sit on the porch with a shotgun. That's no joke. That's a fact back in the 50s and 60s. Yeah, I should be on here tomorrow. I've been told to watch my butt because when I'm putting my butt out on the sergeant by his boss, Scotty Maples, and I'm trying to stay out of trouble. There's something I got to do tomorrow. Good night, 709. I got to go to New Albany sometime tomorrow. Probably, I don't know, whenever I wake up. I don't know what time they open up. I got to go down to people that helps you out on your heating bills or gas bills, electric bills for the winter. I got the paperwork, and I'm not that smart to figure that out. You know, when it comes to paperwork, I'm not smart enough to figure that out. I'd either do it tomorrow or Tuesday, probably tomorrow. You know. Oh. 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 Alex, why can't you move your butt over? See, this is Alex. This one's Lexi, and that's Kathy. Kathy is Alex's baby sister. Ain't that right, Alex? Kathy's your sister. But people, just remember, Christmas, time to give. I wish there's some people from Scott County, Indiana. Because it's just up the road from me. One side of the road is in Scott County. This side is Clark County. And it'd be nice It'd be nice if a good-looking girl would stop by at Christmas time. You know, 'cause I ain't got no girlfriend. All I got is my kitty cats keeping me company. I got to move my tripod over because I got to go to the bathroom, to the little boy's room. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Okay, I'll be back, Cat. I got to go to the little boy's room for a minute. Oh. Uh. I don't think I'm taking a water pill. I hope not, because I'd be up all night. And, but, like I say, there's going to be people around Christmas time. They're not going to feel too good because they can't be with their loved ones because they're up in heavens. Some people will be sad. And here's Kathy. Look at that. Say hi, everybody. My name is Kathy. Yeah. Now she wants to get pet. If I stop, she kind of pat my arm. But then sometimes she comes out with her toenails. And it's like razor blades. You got to be careful. If you see my leg, you see scratches all over my legs and my thigh. And, well, you can't see too much on my arms, but before I changed my bed around, because I had my bed east and west. Now I got my bed facing north and south. My head at the south, my feet towards the north. But, you know, I'm trying my best on what I get a month. It'd be nice if I could get that $2,000 that Trump says we're going to get. It'd be nice if I could get that extra $600 a month for 6 months. It would be nice, but I don't count on it. I'm not counting on that $2,000 or $600 for 6 months until it shows up in my account. And I don't want you people to count on it, because you all got rainy day funds. For a rainy day. And I could use it, people. It's going to cost me to get a riding lawnmower, a new one. Why a new one? The warranty. The warranty is what. Because I don't have the money to fix it. Plus, zero turns what I'm looking at because it's 60 plus inches. It's bigger than a regular riding lawnmower. I cut my 1 acre, then I go in the back 40, cut around the pond that's back there that I don't own, but because I like to go walking up around the pond, so I try to cut out maybe 4 feet away from the pond, which the guy don't mind me cutting that because I do walk up there. I don't, because if I try to go up on the main road, my outside baby kitty cats are following me, and I don't want them to get up there and get run over and get killed. I got too many cats buried in my yard in the last 7, 8 years, and I don't want to bury no more kitty cats. I have buried some chickens that raccoons had killed when I love fresh eggs. They taste better than what you get in the grocery store. Those 5 hens I had and the rooster I had, that rooster is lovable before he got in there with his 5 girlfriends. But he was an a-hole before he met his girlfriends. I couldn't get close to him. But after he came down there and got in with his 5 wives or girlfriends, he was real lovable. I could pick him up and he would sit there and crow at me. 5 o'clock in the morning and he's crowing. If I was to go somewhere, take off in the car, he would crow. And like he would say, "Bye, Daddy." When I come back home, he would crow and welcome me back home. But I was a city boy before I moved out in the country. I didn't know how bad raccoons are out in the country compared to city raccoons. And I've killed a bunch of raccoons. One got shot in the head. 3 others got cremated. Some of them got in the cage and went out for a ride out in the country. And them SOBs is back again. All right. I know I got kitty cats, unless they smell those kitty cats and follow those smells, and they say, "Oh, there's cat food." That's the only thing I can figure out. Like I say, once I get monetized, people, my 1,000+ subscribers, I will not charge a membership fee. Cause my YouTube is small. It's not like Hello Hidden Energy. Yeah, the thumbs up, my friend. And I want to thank you all here on YouTube. You're my family. You somebody I can talk to. Because us old people, when we retire or we got medical problems, there's things that we can't do. Nobody to talk to. I know you would. Like, I got my kitty cats. I got 5 female kitty cats. They keep me company, but they only meow. Or they let me know when the water bowl's out of the water. Or if it's past 9 o'clock or something, like Kathy there, she would smack me upside the face, "Wake up." If that smacking don't work, she comes out with her toenails. You talk about something hurts. Boy, that hurts when they come out with the toenails. It's like needles sticking you in your face or your leg. The outside cats that I got, it's about 15 cats, something like that. Most of the cats, except I got two mother cats. They wasn't born here, but they came over and all their babies and grandkids was born here. And up on my porch, I got a big dog cage. I got straw in the bottom of it, plus I got a fuzzy carpet. I mean, real thick carpet in there. On top of the cage, I got a heat lamp. I don't mind that extra $5 a month for that heat lamp to keep them going. I love them cats. They're a pain in the morning time, 'cause, these cats don't want to go outside. But those outside cats, they want to come running in the door as soon as you open the door up. I don't mind the females, they can come in, but I don't want no more inside baby kitty cats. They can stay outside. Booch comes in. She's one of the original babies. And LB's one of the original babies. But a year ago, but this time of the year, I lost Mama Blackie. That is those outside mother cat's mom. She was a good mother cat and a good grandma and a great grandma. She took care of her babies like they was her own babies. She went out and caught some mice, and she brings it back to her babies and the grandbabies and teach them the smell and the taste of a mouse or a squirrel or a bird. That's the same thing those mother cats is doing, teaching their babies the smell and the taste of it. One day, one of the mother cats had a squirrel. She dropped it and one of her babies or nieces or nephew got a hold of it. There's a tow truck going to the yard. And, But I love kitty cats. They keep me going. They, like people, when I fell off of my porch, I say over 10 weeks ago, give or take a little, I fell backwards. I love kitty cats. I got a whole lot of people on here that got cats and dogs. And they knew. I even went to the hospital after I fell off of my porch and fell 4 feet backwards. And the doctor at the hospital said I was lucky. I was lucky. But who saved me was God. Because I got my faith. I could have got a concussion or something, or broken back, broken neck. I could have broke that. All I did was sprung it and had to put an ice pack. I could have broke my back. God was with me. And I know some people don't believe in God. That's okay. And everybody's different. Oh, I got one of these candy mints, kind of like like Christmas. Like candy canes. I done went to small box of candy canes that I got at the General Dollar Store. How you doing, Margaret? Oh, that's Alex. No, Alexi. But I'm trying my best here on YouTube. You know, I want to get monetized. I want to put a new roof on my house. I want to get a new computer. If I had the money right now, I'd get me a desktop computer. I know how to change the hard drive, motherboard, graphics card, RAM. I can do that. Because I watched a TV show years ago called Tech TV and Screensavers. You can find them on YouTube. Tech TV and Screensavers. Hello. Not doing anything except watching, I think it's Hawaii 5-0. Yeah, it's Hawaii 5-0 on Ion Mystery. If you're a Hawaii 5-0 fan. I watch that. Like I say, I watch YouTube quite a bit, either on my cell phone or my TV. My son told me something today, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, well. I was going to talk about that. Well, I like when Mom was alive, I used to sit with her, watch Murder, She Wrote, and Jeopardy, and the other one where they spin the wheel. And in the morning time, starting at 9 o'clock, Perry Mason, Matlock, Diagnosed Murder. That was her shows. Like, I used to watch, I know tomorrow is Monday, like Ernest T. Tubb, Andy Griffith, Hogan Heroes. I used to watch on Mondays and Saturday Hudson and Rex, which is made up around St. John's, Canada. But what they done to Charlie Hudson, known as John Redden, he had cancer. They fired him. They put this other idiot in there. I have not watched one show since then. This is season 8 this year. They fired him. There's people, it's boycotting Hudson and Rex. I forget what country. There's a lady here in the United States. I don't know what newspaper it was in Canada. Took out a half-page ad. I don't know what it said, but I heard through the people that's on my YouTube channel that lives in Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, Ontario. I don't think I got any from St. John's, but mostly City TV. And I won't watch Hudson or Rex, because I love watching Charlie and Rex. Well, the second Rex, because the first one died of cancer. But when you're in the movies or a TV show, you're supposed to back your people. You know, Back to the Future people, Michael Fox, he had not Alzheimer's. Oh, you all know what Michael J. Fox had. They was there to help him. Dementia, no. Parkinson's disease, what Michael Fox had. They backed him. They backed him. But like in Canada, City TV on Hudson and Rex, they did not back John Redden. That's his real name. They didn't back him. That makes me mad, so I'm boycotting them. I usually watch them on Mondays and Saturdays, but I don't watch them anymore until they bring him back. And that, for what I've read on X, because I don't have Facebook, is they're not going to bring him back. I like to see the ad people drop their ads until they bring him back. I would. So that's about how I feel. I gripe just like to a friend of mine who's a po-po, Sergeant Tom Higdon, Hidgon, of the Sheriff's Department here in Clark County, Indiana. What that no good sheriff, his butt should be in prison too, just like his boss is in prison. But Sergeant Tom, he's a good cop. We need more police officers like Sergeant Tom Higdon. I know his family. They're all good people. Tom and his brother and sister, they grew up in Henryville, Indiana. Henryville is close to Sellersburg, Indiana. There's over 2,000 people mad at Scotty Maples, and he's running for sheriff next year. He lost the re-election. And you saw the video I done the other night. I think maybe it was last night or Friday night. I can't remember. It showed two videos next to each other of the two cops and him. You didn't hear no audio talking on the radio. What is that? You didn't hear the other two deputies, which their video was on the right side. You didn't hear them get on the radio, but you did hear them tell that retard or slow person or whatever. I found out, which the Sheriff's Department lied, that he packed guns. That was a lie. Clark County is just a crooked county. They got people sleeping on the floor in Clark County Jail. How do they pass inspection, state and federal inspection? For them to hold people from ICE, they have to pass a federal inspection. As far as I know, The last year they haven't passed a federal inspection. That's the fun thing about state and federal inspections around here. They call you and let them know when they're coming. That's what they do. They call you and say, we be there so-and-so day. That means you stop mopping and cleaning and cooking good food and this and that. When you do a state inspection or federal inspection, you don't call the a-holes and tell them you be there so-and-so time. The idea is to catch them with illegal things, a dirty place. York County. I don't think that's in Indiana. And Clark County is as corrupt as you can get. The prosecutor, the sheriff that we got now, who was Jamie Noel number 2 deputy at the time, he got paid cash by Jamie Noel. But that's how come the FBI's looking into it. Tax evasion and the RICO Act. Because the state of Indiana cannot charge Jamie Noel under the RICO Act. That's a federal charge. But the FBI is still looking into it, people. But it makes what Jamie Noel did, it makes the other 91 sheriff's department look back. There's 92 counties here in Indiana. It makes them look bad. I read tonight on something, there's another sheriff's department here in Indiana. It's in trouble. You know, like I said, we got good cops. We got good cops. We got bad cops. But the good ones outdoes the bad ones. But like Sergeant Tom, he'll give you a break as long as you're honest with him. I seen Sergeant Tom when he was a jail guard. That's back in my younger days. That he treat everybody with respect. He didn't beat the inmates when he was a jail guard like Scotty Maples did. Scotty Maples would beat the heck out of inmates when he was a jail guard. That's a fact because I saw it with my own eyes. So how can he be a leader? He can't even lead anybody in the jail when he was a jail guard. The only way he got... All men is born equal, same as ladies. That's what I don't like about Clark County. They're too crooked, too corrupt. To me, the FBI needs to come in and clean house. Like I done been told through the grapevine, I can't mention who told me. He said, make sure your brake lights work, your turn signal, you got your seatbelt on, this and that. Make sure you drive under the speed limit. I'm doing everything. What was it? Friday when I went to Charlestown, stop at the post office, the smoke shop, the JC store, but somebody was following me. Well, when I came out of the JC store with my milk I got, was a county police officer in a pickup truck from Clark County. It had their Clark County badge on it, on the pickup truck, watching me. There's a few other places that was watching me too. When I go, You know, if I go anywhere in Clark County, I'm being followed. But let's get back to that video that I shared the other night. It was side by side. What I don't understand, Sergeant Tom Higdon, he always worked third shift. I think starts at 9 or 10 o'clock at night until 5 or 6 in the morning. And you look at that video, both of them together. There's more. You just type in Sergeant Tom Higdon, you got a whole lot of TV stations. But I saw this one that I showed you was on WDRB, Louisville, Kentucky TV station. Look at those videos side by side. It looked like it was in two different places. It looked like two different fields they was in. It looked like different times of the day. Okay, same to you. This is me, 3238. Merry Christmas to you and your family, and a Happy New Year. And people, I tell you about the New Year. It's amateur night. All the amateurs going to be out to get drunk. And the cops where you live, the Po-Po, Smokey the Bear, 5-0, they gonna be watching you. If you're going to drink, stay at home. If you're gonna have a party at your house, take the keys away from the people that comes to your party at your house. Take the keys away from them when they come in. You know, get some cots or sleeping bags where they can sleep on the floor. Don't let them drive. Stay at home, people, New Year's Eve. It's amateur night. I was told this by a drunk over 10 years ago. It was in the barbershop in Charlestown where Jack Mans owned the barbershop. Jack asked this guy, he was cutting his hair, he said, "You going out tonight since it's New Year's Eve?" He said, "Heck no, it's amateur night." And Jack asked this guy, said, "What do you mean amateur all night?" He said, "All the people who wants to get drunk tonight usually don't drink. But people, I am staying home New Year's Eve. I'm going to watch New Year's Eve come on my TV. I might live stream off and on, I'll probably be live when they drop the ball, whatever country it is. Showing New Year, maybe Japan, Thailand, Vietnam, Germany, Russia. I'm going to have all of it New Year's Eve. I think Africa, UK, plus the USA. There'd be all these different countries that would be dropping the ball New Year's Eve. I might be on a long time New Year's Eve. Maybe I fall asleep while I'm doing this, but that's what I plan to do New Year's Eve. But like I said, Christmas, people, is the time to give and help out to people that unfortunately won't have a good Christmas. Stop by people and ask if they need anything. Do they need help with anything? But since my neighbor lost her husband this year, no Christmas lights is put up this year. The first time in 8 years or longer. But, you know, usually when a person that's been married as long as her and her husband, she's changing a few things, you know. No matter if you lose your spouse, you still do the same thing if he or she there with you. You still put your Christmas lights up. You still go for your walk. You feed your birds. You feed your hummingbirds. Work in the flower beds. When I go for a walk, when I go to the mailbox, I usually take me a pair of scissors with me. Stop there by the rose bushes, and the dead roses, I cut them off and throw them on the ground like her husband used to do. I said, your husband always pull those buds off and throw them down on the ground. I'm going to do the same thing as long as I'm able to. I like rose bushes. But her husband must knew he was going to die because, hi, let's see, you're it like Laban. I think this is your first time. Thank you for coming up here. You all people on here, you keep me going. You know, I'm 70 plus years old, no girlfriend. All I got is my kitty cats. You know how when you get a certain age, you get bored and you want to give up on life. I'm not going to give up because God has something planned for me. You know, I'm earning my right on YouTube because I know there's a whole lot of smart people out there that been on less than I have. They done got their 4,000 watch hours and about 5,000 subs. You know, I'm earning my right to come up here to help your younger people out. I want to give thanks to them younger people that educate us old people about YouTube. Thank you for the hearts and computers and cell phone. And you all young people that still watches my YouTube channel later on, to help me choose a computer since I'm on YouTube. And I explain what I like to do. You know, DaVinci or cut. You know, you all told me what kind of computer to get. How much hard drive, 1 gigabyte plus of hard drive, and a good graphics card, and plenty RAM. What is that? 16, 8, and 4. You said 16. Your younger people has helped us old people out. I want to thank you all younger people for helping us old people because we don't understand about computers. We don't understand our cell phones. We don't understand these smart TVs, or smart washer and dryers, ice boxes. We're not that smart. But God loves you all younger people for helping us old people understand this stuff. And I live in Indiana. It's about 20 something outside tonight. I don't think it's supposed to snow tomorrow. I don't know. But I will watch 11 o'clock news, which had to be probably another 20 minutes, probably. But I want to thank you all that has helped me to get where I'm at today. It's been a long year of doing live videos. And we can't do it without you all. Even as people who starting a YouTube channel, we can't do it without you all's help. And I watch some of those YouTube videos to help you get started. And one thing they said about trolls, and you want to kick the trolls out of your YouTube channel. All they're there for is to cause you problems. I'm learning about trolls, and it's been a year. But it takes a lot to soak into this old CPU up here. It takes a lot to soak in. And anything that I buy, I show you it and show you how it works. And tomorrow is Monday. I believe after I get back where I'm going, if I get all the paperwork together, try to go get some help to pay on my electric bill. That's my heating bill. Because the last couple of weeks, it got down into single digits. That means my heat pump works hard. When you get around $950 in that category, it's hard to pay everything. If I can get rid of the one payment from leaf filter, that'll save me about $100 a month. And I got to pay the loan off that I took out this summer to buy me a lawnmower, a chainsaw, and a computer. So I gotta do that. That'll save me probably 16. It'll save me about $300 a month. But me getting monetized, getting those 1,000+ subscribers, it'll help me out to do what I need to do. Like put a new roof on my house, which I want a metal roof. That means they have to strip, I think there's only 2 layers of asphalt on it. So they have to take those 2 layers off and lay down 1x3s, 1x4s, then with those blue insulated boards they lay in between it, then screw in your metal roof in. But, that's what I want to do, people. Hi, everybody. And I want to buy me a new zero turn, which I tell you the closest one that I know is only about 6 or 7 miles north of me is Scott Ace Hardware Store in Scottsburg, Indiana. They got Hustlers. I like Hustlers. I had a couple of neighbors that had Hustlers because those zero turns is about 60 inches compared to a regular riding lawnmower. That's what I'm shooting for, is a Hustler zero turn. But I got my faith in the God. That's what I got to do, people. To believe. You know, I done asked Santa Claus for a new laptop for Christmas. Will I get it or not? I don't know. Because I ain't planning to go to the post office until Friday or Saturday, so I'm not, you know, I'm not going before that. Some people knows where I live. They sit back and watch it on YouTube. That's how I got this tripod. They knew I was going to Walmart. You know, they saw me come out. They gave me a tripod. And what else that was mailed to me? Or either shipped by UPS or FedEx. It was a studio mic with the box and the studio mic and all this good stuff. I miss my studio mic. I miss my laptop. I got my laptop. I tried to bring it in here, plug it in. And the light where you plug it in didn't come out. So I had an old computer and plug it in. I said, no, it's not working. So I unplugged it from the wall and plugged it back in. Then it started charging the old laptop. But what I did years ago, I reset it to install Windows again. It won't reinstall Windows. But since I got this 17 point something computer with 1 gigabyte of hard drive, 16 something of RAM, a good graphics card, I'm being held hostage from PC Online. Sometimes it'll charge, other times it won't. And I was thinking deleting, you know, resetting it back to factory. I can't even get it to come on to do that. You know, a desktop computer would be okay if you live close to me. And, but a laptop, you can mail to the post office because they got boxes out there in the lobby that you can put a laptop box in. So that's no problem. With a desktop, I don't think it's big enough to put one in. You know, that's what I'm looking, you know, a laptop, at least 1 gigabyte of hard drive, a good graphics card, and what is it, 16 gig of RAM, or, well, you all know that stuff. But I looked on Walmart the other night. I saw, thank you for the hearts. I looked at this computer. It starts with LEN, what is it, OVO or something like that. I forget the other name. Okay. Hello, Dap, Dap, Daphne, Daphne, Daplin, or Daphne, Daphne. I want to say hi to you. You got to get better, young lady. You know Santa Claus is coming in 4 days. You know, you got to feel better for Santa Claus. Dad and Mom gonna have a whole big house full of guests if it's anything like it when I was young. But you got to get better for Santa Claus. Because you don't want to get Santa Claus sick when he stops by your house. If he gets sick, there'll be a bunch of other kids won't get their presents. So you got to get better for Santa Claus. That's what you got to do. You got to get better for Santa Claus. Plus, your dad and mom is going to have people over to the house. So you got to get better. You got to get better for Santa Claus. I don't know if dad and mom believes in hot toddy. I know when I was young, my mom and dad and grandpa and grandma used to give me a hot toddy. And in case the parents don't know what a hot toddy is, it's honey and a shot of whiskey. Buy one of those little bottles of whiskey, and the real lemon, not the lemon that comes in the bottle, where you have to cut it and squeeze the lemon juice out. And you mix your honey and your whiskey, not strong, and you mix it together, what they call a hot toddy. If you're running the people, I'm not a doctor. I'm just doing what my parents used to do to me. Maybe your grandpa and them done it to your dad and mom, maybe. Boy, the bad part when they put the mustard pack on you when you're sick. I've always asked my grandma, what does a mustard pack do to you? I couldn't do it, but and hot toddy, it depends. If you're 13 years old, you get a tablespoon of hot toddy before you go to bed. If you're about 5, 6 years old, somewhere in that age group, you give them about a teaspoon. People say, why do you give your kids alcohol? Look at when you go to the drugstore or a grocery store, look at Robitussin or Vicks cough medicine. It has alcohol in it. Either way you go, it got alcohol in it. Honey and lemon. That's what the old people done before I was born. And you give, like I said, if there's a certain age, you can give them a tablespoon before they go to bed. Mommy and Daddy, keep an eye on them. You always pull the blanket over. When my kids was young, they was sick. And I've checked on them all night. They would keep the blanket on. So I got up the next morning, went down to fix the breakfast. My son said, Sissy, what we gonna do? We're not sick. So we get up and go to school. I've never forgot that. That was probably 30 plus years ago. But you got to get better for Santa Claus. But you being sick, what happens if mommy and daddy get sick? Just think about it. What happens if mommy and daddy get sick? Who's going to cook your eggs and bacon or sausage or cereal or orange juice or milk? Who's going to fix it for you if mommy and daddy get sick? Who's going to wash your clothes if mommy and daddy get sick? You know, you can't eat peanut butter and jelly or peanut butter and honey, bologna sandwiches. So you got to get better for your mama and daddy. You know, plus you got to get better for yourself. And one thing your dad did mention how old you are, so I'm going to say you're young. So probably kindergarten in that kind of category. But you got to get better. God wants you to get better if you believe in God. Santa Claus wants you to get better. Your grandma and grandpa, papa and mama want you to get better where they can come and see you on Christmas. Your aunts and uncles. You know, me, I'm going to be bored on Christmas because nobody come and see me. I'm not getting any Christmas presents. You know. But it's okay. It's okay. You know, I don't even have a girlfriend, people. I don't think anybody will come here and see me out in the boondocks. I know a bunch of people knows where I live. Even the po-po couldn't find my house. They can use their GPS and they still can't find my house. Because it won't show my address in their GPS. All they do is keep driving up and down the main road and won't find the house. That's one thing living out in the boonies. You know, the mailbox is on the main road, but my house is on another road. And so I was thinking, it's today's Sunday, I could go in there and fix me a pizza. I don't think I got any more things to munch on. But remember, people, Christmas is in 4 days. It is time to help people out, to give a little, you know, help people out. And Hollenbeck, that name rings a bell. I know you've been on here once before, but that last name rings a bell. I wish there's a way I can blow that picture up, but I can't do it. When I get offline, there's no chat. But I like to say, people, I don't know how to do all this crap. But I'm still learning. I guess Daphne, I guess is how you pronounce it. Hollenbeck. I know that name from somewhere. And Danielle, that rings a bell. I'm glad I've been 25 plus years from alcohol and drugs. When I used to drink and smoke marijuana, I've done some stupid things when I was young. I mean some stupid things that I regret. You know, I wish I could go back in time and change a few things. You know, maybe there's some I wouldn't get married to. Like my son's mother, I would marry her again because she had my son, and the rest of the wives I had all girls. But that's okay. I take what God gives me, as long as they're healthy. And some of your foxy ladies out there, I'm choosy what I'm looking for in a lady. If you watch Magnum, you see Higgins, you know, something that looks close to Higgins. If you ever watch Hudson and Rex, like Hudson's girlfriend, I done forgot her name since I stopped watching it. You know, no alcohol, no drugs. I can't deal with drugs and alcohol. Like I said, I've been sober 25 plus years. I don't need no alcohol or drugs except what the doctor gives me. And, well, the lady would have to have her own vehicle and probably a job. I can't afford, because my car got over 230,000 miles on it. And can't depend on it to take you to work. So that's how come I have two vehicles. Because you can't always depend on my car. You know, if I was rich, I could have a brand new vehicle. And I like to have a Jeep, kind of a Jeep pickup truck, blue. You know, but that's okay. And you must look like kitty cats, because I got kitty cats here in my bedroom. I got 3 on my bed, the other 2's out in the living room and kitchen. And outside, I have about 15 to 20 cats. I don't know how many will make it through the winter, because one mama cat got 1, 2, 3 or 4 babies. She been bringing the babies up and getting in the big dog cage with the heat lamp. That's good. But they still a scaredy cat. That's one thing about Boots. All her cats she had in the last few years is scaredy cats. 'Cause she never have him around the porch or out in the shed. She always goes over to the neighbor's house, somewhere over there. Then she brings them when they're about 5 or 6 weeks old. I love animals. There's people on my YouTube channel that love animals. There's people that got cats and dogs and raccoons. And I just love them. And if it snows tonight, I won't go nowhere tomorrow because I will not drive in snow. I know the highway department does a good job, but the county roads, even Scott County does better than Clark County. I hate to say that. But maybe one day I have a brand new pickup truck or a brand new Jeep pickup truck. Because you always need a pickup truck to haul stuff. And, you know, I got stuff that I got in my metal shed. I got stuff sitting outside to take to the recycle place. I don't have a pickup truck. I got an ice box, I got a stove, a hot water heater, mattress spring. I got all of it. I don't have a pickup truck. You said, how about a used pickup truck, 4-wheel drive? Okay, here's my thoughts about that. With my income around $950 to $980, in that ballpark, I'm being honest, can I afford to fix the front wheel drive thing if it goes out? The answer, no. By having a new one, it'd be under warranty. That's what I'm looking at, a warranty. Same thing with a zero turn or a new riding lawnmower. I like Hustler, the zero turn. That's 60 plus inches. I can cut my whole acre in probably 15 to 20 minutes. At first, it might take me 30 minutes to an hour until you get used to it. I cut more in my acre. I go up in the back 40, cut around the pond, where I can go up walking. That way I know when I go up around the pond and look at the fish in it or go back there and look at the deer, I know my kitty cats will follow me. If I go down my driveway and get on the main road, I know my kitty cats will follow me. So that's why I go out and cut around the pond. Where I have something to walk. And sometimes I might have my chair up there where I can sit down at the pond. Or I go out on the main road and cut on both sides of the main road all the way down to the main highway, to help the county out. I like helping people. So, let's see. Well, it's time to get off of here. I love you all. God bless you all. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Daphne, get better. You got to get better for Santa Claus. And because you all going to have a good Christmas get together. Your grandma and them would probably come over. Oh, I got a cramp. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord. How you do when you get one of those cramps in your leg? Oh, Lord of mercy, that hurt. I went to move and all once I got a cramp in my leg or my thigh between the near and your rear end. I guess that'd be the, oh, Lordy, that hurt. Oh, oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt. Let's see if I can get up. Oh, oh. Yeah. People, these cramps will kill you sometimes. Hello, Kathy. You looking at me? Oh. Boy, that hurts when you get one of those cramps. You either get them above the knee or you get it below the knee. Oh, that hurts. So, you all have a good Christmas. I hope Santa Claus bring you Daphne what you want for Christmas. It's one thing I got to ask you, Daphne, if your mom's still in here. Is your mom and dad been good? You know, I'd rather ask you in person, but that's impossible. Because if mommy and daddy's not good, Santa Claus will leave him a lump of coal. But since I know you're a good girl, because God tells me you're a good girl, so Santa Claus is going to come and see you. But you all got to be good. All kids has to be good. And just remember, there's people that needs help on Christmas. Not going to have a good Christmas. You know, there's things I want. I know I'm not going to get. That's okay. Because God will help me and let me get it if I need it. God knows I need a new computer. God knows I need a new riding lawnmower because of my health problems. And as far as a girlfriend, God knows what I'm looking for in one. You got to live within 50 miles of me. No 100, 200, 3,000 miles. You got to live within 50 miles of me. Because if it didn't work out, 50 miles is not too far to go back. I'm not saying it won't work out, but anything's possible. And like I say, I got to look on my card, see how much money I got left on my one food card. See if I got enough to... Lord, I won't make it until the 1st. I ain't got nothing on my food stamps. I know they said that we supposed to get money by Christmas. Ha! I don't believe nothing I see on the internet or hear on the news until it hits my bank account. Oh. I had some cinnamon rolls this morning. You know, I guess it's Pillsbury rolls that you put on a cookie sheet, put them in the oven, put your icing on top of the stove while you cook it in there for a little bit. But I am going to start on my turkey tomorrow. I guess it'll tell me on the turkey what to set the temperature at. I'm going to fix turkey. I'm going to go through a whole lot of butter. I said probably a pound of butter I'm going to. When I take everything out, drop it in the pan, take it neck or gizzards, whatever, take that out of the paper and drop that in the pan, and I'm going to stick at least 3 sticks of butter inside of the turkey. And that ain't putting the butter on all over the turkey, the drumsticks, the wings. I'm going to do all of it starting tomorrow. And like I said, I haven't cooked in the oven on a turkey for years. I used to have one of those, I guess you call it a giant crock pot. I guess what they call the name is. Because Mom and Dad used to have one of those big white containers. It had another pan you sit inside of it with the lid with the little things you can lift your turkey out. If you really got a big turkey, you can take it one pan out and drop it in there and turn the other pan over like that. I don't know what my a-hole brother done with that thing, but I've looked on the web. You're looking at $200 for one of them big turkey crock pots. That's about $200. I said, man, is that worth it just to cook a turkey once a year? And just me and my son? Kitty cats would like it. I should have got another ham. That ham was good. You know, I put it in the crock pot. I took some butter and rubbed over the ham. Put my pineapple in it. Put the lid on it and turned it on low. And I cooked it for a couple of days. Back there at Thanksgiving. And made banana pudding. So, that ham was good. I ate it. My son loved it. Inside kitty cats were fighting me over it. The outside cats really went crazy because they know they only get ham about once a year. I think this is the first time I fixed turkey. So they probably go bananas over that turkey. But I still like to have one of them big crock pots that you can fix a turkey in. But that's $200. But you can cook other stuff in it. I miss around Christmas time. Grandma and Grandpa used to make homemade ice cream, even in the wintertime. I miss my Grandma and Grandpa Roberts' homemade ice cream. They were from Orleans, Indiana, which is over kind of northwest of Salem, Indiana. I miss my Grandpa and Grandma Roberts. And I miss my Grandpa Al Cartwright, but he died in '72 when I was a senior in high school. I miss Grandpa Cartwright, Al Cartwright. Maybe if I ever get married again and have another son, I might name him after my Grandpa Al. But man, I'm 70 plus years old. You know. So that's okay. It don't hurt to dream. But I want you good people out there, you have a good Christmas. I should be on here tomorrow. I should be. But there ain't no guarantee because you never know what the internet's going to do around here. So you all have a good Christmas. You have a good Christmas. Peace. God loves you. It's a sad time this year because of Christmas, because family lost loved ones. They won't be able to get together. Like Alex's mother, I named her Margaret after my mom. And Kathy was named after one of my girlfriends who passed away a couple of years ago. And everybody I know is dying around me. I had a friend text me tonight, then he called me right before I came live. We grew up together. We used to go out and drink together, drag race together. I helped him at his business, even at the junkyard him and his partner used to own. So, you ladies, I love you. And men, any men, I know you're going to hate me. Ladies is always right. Ladies is always right, people. That's how you keep peace in the family. Keep you from sleeping in the doghouse and taking cold showers. That's one of the things you men need to know if you're going to be married 60 plus years. You know, you can't forget birthdays, anniversaries, Valentine's Day, the first time you met your spouse, where did you meet her at? Where did you take her on y'all's first date? Where did you take her out to eat at? These are all important things, especially birthdays, anniversaries. You can't forget about Christmas. That's what it takes to be married for 60 plus years, 40 plus years. You gotta compromise, no arguing, no fighting, because if you got kids, they will see it. And when they get old enough to date, they're gonna think that's what they're supposed to do when they start dating. So just remember, I want to thank you all. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. If you can help people that's not going to have a good Christmas, God will appreciate you. So I love you. God loves you. And Daphne, get better, because Santa Claus wants you to get better. And Mommy and Daddy wants to get better, or Grandpa and Grandma come over. You know, we get old, people, we can get sick real easy. That's the bad part about getting old. Take your vitamins, drink your milk, eat the right food. You know, you just have to try it. And don't never give up, people. Follow your dreams. Fight for your dreams. But peaceful. Now, I'm not talking about shooting somebody or hitting somebody. I said fight for your dreams. Believe in your dreams. Follow your dreams. Believe in God, because God will help you. That's all a DIY before I get shot. I love you all. Merry Christmas.